All right, good morning. I am back recording videos at work because that is my time schedule and I'm trying to optimize my time. So my name is Daniel Young. I'm the owner and founder of Adaptive Perspective and the Adaptive Perspective channel, as well as all the social media platforms. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I love strategy and targeted strategy. And that awareness is key because I'm going to keep sifting through these financial memes and quips and emails using our investment strategies along with some everyday down to earth common sense. So this is an unedited video. Who knows what you'll hear in the background as I film this at my work site today. I have no plans to use our closed-end fund system or demonstrate our closed-end fund system today. And I'm not a financial advisor. I am a financial strategist, really a strategist of all things. So as I make these videos, it is not my goal to slander anybody. I'm just interested in separating the good from the bad when it comes to financial advice, because none of us want bad financial advice. So I've made almost maybe 3 consecutive videos about Dave Ramsey, and this one happens to be another Dave Ramsey critique, and I'm hoping it's the last one for a while. So, if I look through the memes, which you'll see today, this is my Pinterest channel or my Pinterest account. I'm operating off this board called memes. If you scroll down to the end, kind of see where we've been. I've added some others here and there based on emails and just other stuff that's come through. And this is what we're talking about today. But if you notice what else is kind of in here, and we've already hit baby steps in FICO, we've hit mortgage. This will be the last Dave Ramsey thing for a while, I think, because if you look through here, there's not a lot of Dave Ramsey. And unless I just get something through email or find on Facebook that I have to talk about, I think I'm not talking Dave Ramsey for a while. So this quote, and you can see my commentary, and I'll read it because it's short, but you can pause it and read it for yourself too. So you must gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you. And yes, he does say that. I mean, we took his financial freedom or financial peace university course, and he says that, and he says that a lot. But what's interesting to me is Dave Ramsey's system doesn't buy you financial freedom in the sense that it gets you out of the system. Dave Ramsey's process, and if we go back to the baby steps, is, emergency fund, pay the debt off, added emergency fund, and then still in your full-time job, you're now investing 15% of your household income in retirement. If you can do that, I don't know if you can. After you do that, which there's no cutoff date for that, after you do that, then you're saving for your kid's college fund. You're paying off your home early, which I don't think is a great idea. I mean, there's pros and cons to that, but I don't think that's a great idea. And then you're building wealth and giving. But in this system, it does not get you out of your full-time job. So you always need the money in Ramsey's system. In his system, you're not building. So you build wealth and give. There's lots of ways to build wealth, okay? Now, Ramsey doesn't talk about you owning investment properties because that is acquiring more debt and people have trouble managing debt, which is why he built his system. I get that. But in building wealth, wealth would be, the rich and poor are comparative terms, right? If you may not consider yourself rich, but you're also richer than someone else. If you consider yourself poor, then other people are richer than you. Rich in and of itself is not an actual designation of wealth. Wealth is a designation of how many days you can go without working. How much wealth have you built? Equity in your house, savings, investments, what's that total number? And if you absolutely had to, how many days would that allow you to not work? Now, wealth in and of itself can be a comparable term as well, right? Someone is wealthier than me, I'm wealthier than someone else. But at least you have an actual number and not a general descriptor of money. Does that make sense? Rich is not a descriptor of money. It's a comparative term. It doesn't designate how much wealth you actually have. Wealth is really a encompassing title of how long you could go without working a full-time job. So to build wealth in Ramsey's system, you have to be in the system at a full-time job building wealth. It doesn't actually get you out of the system and financially free. It teaches you how to exist inside the system or inside the construct of a full-time job, just better using your money inside the construct of having a full-time job and retiring at age 65, 70, or whenever. You're building wealth inside that construct. So for Ramsey to say this, it's correct, but it's not actually correct in his system. You have to gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you. In his system, you're working a full-time job until you retire. So the lack of not having money, like you have to be in a full-time job in order for you to get money. That's not exactly financial freedom. It's financial freedom according to Ramsey, but it's not my version of financial freedom. It's not your version of financial freedom. Do you want a full-time job, or would you like to build something that lasts that would then cover your full-time job earnings? If you could build passive income, like if your expenses, if everything you're doing right now takes $3,000, if you built a system that covered 3,500, then you would have money left over. You wouldn't need a full-time job. You could work a full-time job, increase your overall earnings, do more with more at the front, so you don't have to work. It's not so much you don't have to work as hard, you work more efficiently. If you had full-time job income and side hustle income and passive income, you would have a lot more income at your disposal to build your wealth. And then at some point, you could cancel or get out of that full-time job and have this build up or accruement of wealth and control the money, right? Because the principle is you have to control your money. You have to tell it where to go. You have to know what it's doing. You have to know what you're spending, right? And know where you're overspending. That's the principle, because the overall lack of it, but it's really a lack of self-awareness. It's a lack of control. It's a lack of discipline. If you don't know what the hell you're spending, it's really easy to get into debt. Once you get into debt, it's really easy to stay there because you don't know what you're spending. And the rates on credit cards are so high that if you can't manage it, you're not helping yourself. Right? So the better word for this is you have to gain control over yourself, or the lack of your self-control, the lack of your self-awareness, the lack of internal self-discernment, right? All of those things will forever control you, meaning all your fears, all your spending habits, all that other stuff is reigning your life instead of you reigning your life. And he just relates it to money because, I mean, that's accurate. But at the same time, it's ironic. I find this incredibly ironic because in Ramsey's system, you're in the system. But if you're going for actual financial freedom, that's not Ramsey. That's the system that we built. And if you want that system, yes, it's all on Facebook and it's free and the structure's there, and I talk about it every day. But I also talk about it on these videos, and I also talk about it in these closed-in fun videos I do. But it's so ironic to me. I mean, I find it incredibly ironic that the guy who's talking about financial freedom is keeping you in the system and talking about money and how that controls you, and at the same time telling you to work till you retire so that you're in the system and have constant access to money. It's really a self-improvement system, not necessarily a money system, right? And what I described is accurate. Who's in control? You or the money. Okay, it's really, can you control yourself? And then can you control and not so much manipulate, but can you control and improve your ability to control you and your money so you can do more with it? It's not the absolute quest for more. It's the quest to have more, to be able to do more with more. And Ramsey's quote is accurate for his system. I have no idea what the notification was, but you heard the notification noise. Or maybe it didn't pop up. Maybe it did. His quote is accurate for his system, but his quote still keeps you in that system. And at this point, I will be redundant if I keep going. So that's all I got. Short and sweet, hopefully to the point, hopefully not incredibly redundant. And honestly, hopefully my last Ramsey critique for a while. Now, Dave, the guy, Dave's a nice guy. He's a Christian guy. He's promoting people's ability to manage themselves and manage their debt. That's all a great thing. I just, from taking his course and having the jobs we have, his system doesn't get me out of the job I have. And we needed something better. So we made something better. And we're following that same plan. And I talk about that on Facebook. So if you like the content, consider subscribing to my channel. Hit the like button. It really does help push these videos out to other people. And then head over to Facebook and check out my group. Join my group there called Navigate Your Finances. The information will be below. And as you face the week and as you face your version of whatever that financial freedom is, it's got to be related to you. You've got your overall scheme of things of where you are and where you want to get. And the metaphorical language I use all the time is nautical, right? So if you imagine yourself as a boat and you see the bigger map, the bigger picture, your dreams are on that map, whether you know what they are or not. But if you can identify your dreams, your job becomes getting from where you are to where you want to be and then living beyond that. So you are the captain of your ship. You have the power to completely change your life. You've got the power to accomplish your dreams. You also have the power to just be pushed and pulled by the wind wherever the wind blows. Right? So take command. Be the captain your ship needs. Be the captain your crew needs. And make your dreams happen, because they will not happen on their own. You have to make it happen. If you want to see your dreams become a reality, make it happen. So that's all I got. Hope y'all have a great week. I will see y'all on another video. Bye-bye.